Hey guys, in lieu of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 coming out, we're going to be talking about all previous titles that Guardians of the Galaxy have been involved in. Some small things, some big things. Let's get into it.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Till the End Online Podcast. I am the nerd with the laughs here with...
Nerd with the knowledge.
That's right. And as you said, we're going to be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy because tomorrow is premiere day.
Mm-hmm.
We are excited.
Hell yeah.
So from what we're hearing, this is probably going to be the best one since Endgame, right?
We're probably all going to cry.
Probably. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
It's all I keep reading and like watching clips about people talking about how emotional it is. And
yeah.
It's a good send-off and I'm like, oh, someone's going to die.
Yeah. Dude, like, what if multiple people die?
I don't foresee that not happening. Like at least 2 people will die.
That's what I'm guessing. All right, so
at least.
Let's first start off with our question of the day.
Yeah,
I got one for you. So this
got?
is shout out to Mike, your cousin Mike. He commented this, and I was like, oh, I put out a thing on Instagram about what they wanted us to talk about, some topics, and he put up something, and I thought it would be a better question of the day.
Okay.
So I won't say besides. What superheroes do you think are vegan?
Vegan superheroes?
Yeah. Right off the bat, I'm going to go with Poison Ivy's got to be vegan. That's probably the most obvious one. Because she's all about plant life. I doubt she's eating plants.
You doubt she's eating plants?
I doubt she's eating plants. If she's all about plant life and preserving
what does she
Mother
eat?
Earth. She's vegan. She'd eat everything that's not plant-based or animal. No, sorry, not plant-based, but vegans are no animal products.
Correct.
So she would have to then, yeah.
Yeah, so she's a cannibal.
No, because she's not a plant.
She is.
She is not a plant. She has plant powers. She's not a plant.
I don't know.
But yeah. So, okay,
right.
I would say she's vegan.
First superhero I think of, or maybe like technically an Evil X, number 3, Todd, of the Evil X crew from Scott Pilgrim.
Which one was he?
He plays Superman, actually.
Oh, Brandon Ruth?
Is that his name?
Yeah, that's the actor's name. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has a 3.
The one who went to vegan jail because he actually...
Yeah.
He's smoking eggs, bitch.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. So, all right. So, well, he's already for sure. But what other superheroes do you think would be vegan?
Do you have a list of superheroes that are vegan?
I don't have a list of superheroes. Just off the top of your head, which ones do you think are vegan?
Oh, Groot.
Well,
no, because he ate an insect. He's eaten insects before. We've seen him do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Guardians of the Galaxy 2 in the opening when he's a kid, when they're fighting the thing and Rocket smacks it out of his head.
Okay.
Would insects be considered?
Yeah, well, that's animal. Well,
it's an insect.
No, that's a good question to ask Victor.
Yeah, right.
But hey, do you eat bugs?
I think he just is trying to respect life.
I know they're a good. Yeah, I know they're a good source of protein. So
yeah, crickets are in particular. I can't think of anyone that is vegetarian that I'm aware of. I would imagine, vegan. I would imagine there are some X-Men that probably are.
Yeah. Besides Poison Ivy, that's the only one I can think of that would be vegan.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
You're Googling it? You're cheating? All right. Well, let's hear from you guys. Comment in the section what superheroes you guys think are vegan. I doubt any villains are vegan.
No, it's not showing anything.
You put vegan heroes, it's just going to come up with like nonprofits.
Yeah, it came up with a restaurant named Vegan Heroes in, in the Netherlands.
Oh, my God. Wow. All right. So I think, if you can't come up, just think it's Poison Ivy. That's about it. That's all I can come up with anyway.
Yeah.
We know none of the original 6 Avengers are vegan because they were eating at a shawarma place.
Oh, shnikes. 8 superheroes that you didn't know were vegan.
Nice. There you go, Mike.
All right.
We got the list for you.
So sound them off. Beast Boy. Oh, Beast Boy. That's right. I didn't know this.
I didn't know he's vegan.
He transforms into these animals. He's not going to eat himself, basically. That's why he went vegan when his powers manifested.
Okay.
So Beast Boy, Thunderbird, a.k.a. Neil Sora. He's an Indian-born mutant.
Mm-hmm.
So I was right.
Okay.
You can harness the...
you're about mutants? Some mutants being vegan?
Yeah. He has the power to convert and mimic solar energy. Damn,
nice.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Bruce Banner?
Bruce Banner's a vegan. What?
No. In Endgame, wasn't he eating like sausage and stuff and eggs? And pancakes?
No, I mean, Bruce Banner...
He was. He had it wrapped in it like a burrito.
Oh, wait. The Hulk is most certainly not
vegan. But Bruce is vegan.
But Bruce himself
How does that work? It's all going into the same body.
Kind of. They get separated at some point. So it's...
But then they don't last long and they had to get put back together.
This is my favorite one.
They eventually.
Scarlet Witch.
What?
Superman?
Superman is not vegan. Are you serious?
So there's versions of him in the comics that are.
Okay.
Robot Man obviously doesn't fucking eat anything.
Don't even know who that is.
Oh, Lisa Simpson. She's a vegan. That's right.
That makes sense.
She's not a hero, but I don't know why she's number 1 on the list. Yeah.
Because popularity, she's been around the longest. Or no?
True. That's not true. Probably.
No, because comics have been out longer than
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's pretty funny.
I kind of seen that because Lisa's all about like animals and stuff,
animal rights, and the lambs. Like, why are you killing the lambs? I remember that one episode. Yeah.
So, all right. So that was question of the day. All right. Again, let us know who you guys think besides that list that we gave off.
Yeah, add some more people in there.
All right, and so now we got joke of the day.
So this is kind of horrible. Okay. So if Captain America's shield is vibranium, what is Hawkeye's?
I don't know.
Quicksilver.
Oh fuck. Damn it. And then Quicksilver saved his life. Jeez. Yeah. Okay.
That's why. That's his shield.
Oh, got it. Okay. Didn't connect that at first. All right. That's funny. That's actually a really good one. I like that.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. So.
Oh, before we get into the topics, we actually have a new partnership that we got recently with Raw Comics. So you guys need to check them out. They are a local comic book shop, just started up like 3 months ago in the Brighton Park neighborhood of Chicago. I have their address is 2512 West 47th Street, Chicago, Illinois 60632. Great couple of people. And then their they do have online orders, stuff like that. Their website is rawcomics-chicago.myshopify.com. And they will be participating in Free Comic Book Day this Saturday, May 6th.
Everywhere there's Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, exactly. So, we want to shout them out. This is a new partnership for us. We're really excited about it. And I'll be putting up their link on our episodes, so check them out. Hope you guys stop in there. I actually just bought Thanos from them.
Nice.
Right there. Endgame Thanos. He actually, you can't see it because he's blocking it right here, but he has the double sword.
Oh, yeah.
Does that one? No, that's Galaxy. Yeah. Okay. So, so check them out, guys.
I have Infinity War up there with the full gauntlet. Well, you have this one, too.
Yeah.
I thought I had another Thanos. Oh, yeah, the one that's on the Sentry, but it's fucking huge.
Yeah, it's giant.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's our new partnership, guys. So, let's get into it.
Hell yeah.
We got premiere day tomorrow. We are going to be going 6:15 on the dot. We will be there. Excited about that one.
We'll be earlier, but yeah.
We are really excited because they're saying that it's the best one since Endgame.
Which is surprising because, I mean, I loved Mom. Multiverse of Madness was a great movie.
It was, but I don't think it was on the same level as Endgame. Or as, like, up there with at least quality. I don't know.
I guess. I mean, even, what's it called? Far From Home. Or No Way Home.
No Way Home was great.
Yeah, to say this is better than both of those movies, that's a statement. Now, we have had some fucking flops. A lot of people did not like...
Love and Thunder.
Yeah, which I personally I liked it.
Means the same.
I wouldn't say it was the best one.
Correct. It definitely was lackluster in certain categories.
Yeah, and it's definitely not like a category of like the caliber of like Winter Soldier. Like, correct. It's not one of the top tiers.
I think they tried going too much with the comedy on that one. Yeah, and I think that's why a lot of people were like, "What the hell?" They kind of laughed a little bit. But anyway,
and then Eternals, everyone said was a flop, which I enjoyed. I wouldn't say it was nowhere near top anything.
Yeah,
it was in the lower tier of the movies, of all the Marvel movies, but I enjoyed it.
I think a lot of people didn't like it just because they're not as known as everything else.
Agreed. They don't understand
everyone else.
Yeah.
I
mean, they're the reasons why mutants are created. So like a lot of people don't. Those are just backstories that have to be told. That maybe it could have been told in like a special presentation or a series. But when you have like Salma Hayek, Angelina Jolie, those type of calibers of actors, like you don't want to shove them into a Netflix series or a Disney Plus series. You know what I mean? You don't. Like, as much as Jeremy Renner is great, he's not Angelina Jolie. He's not, like he's a well-known actor. Very, I would say B plus, maybe A-list, but not fucking superstar.
Yeah.
RDJ and Angelina Jolie.
Doesn't Angelina have an Oscar or no?
I think so, possibly.
I know she's been nominated probably,
but she's I don't know. She's well known.
Super well known.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's. I mean, I don't know. I think they went the right route with the Eternals. I think there'll still be a second movie. And I think the highlight of Fastos being a part of the LGBT community, having a whole family and a son was awesome. First big highlight of that, seeing that in the MCU. I think it was a good big step for Marvel. I think.
It was definitely a story that needed to be told, especially if we're going to be getting into the cosmic saga.
Correct. And I mean, it's hard to be naive. Like, you can't be naive to not think that they're ever going to come eventually. That's where humans come from. That's where mutants come from. That's what Nowhere is. It's a head of a celestial, and the Eternals were created by Celestials. Like, it was inevitable. Like, there's no way of telling the future of the MCU without including the Eternals at some point or Celestials.
Yeah.
So just suck it up, Buttercup. Right. It was a good movie. It wasn't horrible. Like, whatever.
Yeah. All right. So let's start off with Volume 1. How many stones would you give Volume 1?
Honestly, during phase 2 that it came out?
I think phase 2. Yeah.
That and Winter Soldier were my two favorite movies of that phase. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was great. Such a fucking cool ass movie.
Language.
I think both of them leading into Age of Ultron, and then seeing how dope that movie was. For me, I liked it a lot. And then Guardians opened up the whole galaxy. I was like, oh man, if Ultron was this dope of an Avengers level threat, imagine when Thanos was coming, because we already knew Thanos was coming. You know? Like there's. I don't know. I think they did a really good job telling a cosmic story that didn't fit into any other stories yet, but we knew it was gonna, and it got me really excited for it. So I'd give it 5 stars.
5 stones?
Oh, stones. Okay.
Stones. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I would agree. I give it a solid 5 stones. Yeah. I thought, like you said, it was a great like introduction into like we got more in depth into Thanos. We got to see him like, fully, or we got to see Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
As Thanos. If you look at it and compare it to like Infinity War Thanos, he's way more like purple in Guardians.
Yeah, I mean you can look at it.
He's more like lit up
in the actual toys.
Yeah, he's darker here than so I don't know. Yeah. I guess on one of his conquests he got a tan or something. Well, it was a really well lit planet that he conquered.
Well, he wasn't like the darkness of fucking space, so I doubt he got any sunlight.
That's true.
Sitting on that chair.
And his sanctuary was really dark. It was literally just like on floating asteroids. So, all right, fair enough. I think it was a solid origin story. I like that it kind of explained how they got together. It was through jail, but it showed their origin of them teaming up.
Yeah, the MCU's version of their origin. But correct. Yes.
Right, yeah. And I thought it was an excellent cast. I thought...
Chris Pratt's perfect Star-Lord.
Perfect Star-Lord. Yep. Zoe Saldana as Gamora is perfect.
Bautista as Drax.
Yeah.
I think the diamond in the rough was Bradley Cooper as Rocket. Yeah, I didn't even know until I looked it up in IMDb when
that
I
first. Was him?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, I saw Guardians coming out.
You could hear it right off the bat.
You can?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I knew exactly who that was right away.
It sounded different to me.
He just kind of puts on an accent.
Yeah.
Like a Boston accent, kind of.
Yeah.
A little bit. But yeah, I knew it was him. Did you know that I think I shared it on our Instagram, but the scene between Star-Lord and Drax in jail when they're about to kill Gamora, that scene was part of their screen test for Drax.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and that's how Batista got the role, was through that screen test, because they wanted to see the chemistry between him and Chris Pratt. And so that whole screen test was all improvised, and they wind up putting that in the movie because most of the shit that they were talking about was in that scene.
Nice.
So yeah, that was a pretty cool little like
the little
fun fact.
He's like,
yeah, why would I touch his neck? Yeah, that was improvised.
I'm dead. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
All right, and then so a little info on some of the characters. Gamora. Some of her enhancements are she has a cybernetic skeleton, ocular and respiratory implants. So I'm guessing she could see better and breathe better, like through back conditions, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Enhanced neurological system. So I guess she's really smart. And then enhanced regeneration implant. So she can heal, self-heal.
So all of those were cruel tortures and modifications made by Thanos.
Correct. For whenever they battled and
lost.
Well, she didn't lose, but I guess he just wanted to make her better.
Yeah.
So he enhanced her.
Well, they say she's like, oh, well, she never lost. That's why. But I would imagine she had some L's. That's why I did.
I would think it's more mistakes that she made during the fights. Like, oh, she shouldn't have been able to do that to you, and then that's why he enhanced her a little bit. But obviously, Gamora took all those L's, so not Gamora, Nebula. Took all those L's, so that's why he super enhanced her. Like, he's trying to make her better. Rocket has a cybernetic skeleton as well, enhanced fingers and metacarpal bones, and genetically augmented cerebral cortex. So I guess it's why he talks and stuff like that. It makes him really smart. Groot has no enhancements. He's just, Groot.
A humanoid plant.
Right. Star-Lord has a translation implant in his neck, which is how he's able to talk to any other species. Yeah. Which, that was cool. I didn't realize that.
Big game to all these different species,
right.
too.
Well, I think that's just him. They could just understand him. But yeah, I didn't realize that, so I rewatched it. I was like, oh, it says right there he has an implant.
Yeah.
Because that's always been, like, my thing when I'm watching these movies that, like, deal with, like Star Wars and stuff like that and other species. I'm like, how the hell are they knowing English?
No, true.
You know what I mean?
Everyone just knows English.
Yeah, I'm like, how? Why is nobody talking about this? But and then so that explains it right there. I'm like, oh, maybe that's just.
You think like in Star Wars that they all?
I think it's more like a translation implant thing like this. I don't think they all just know English because if you notice, some of them speak their language and then the other characters understand them.
True.
So I don't know why we don't, but
yeah,
what it is, what it is. So yeah, so that was a couple little fun facts from Volume 1,
which is our first introduction to an Infinity Stone.
Yeah, the Power Stone. Correct.
Yeah. So we had the Tesseract, but we didn't know it was an Infinity Stone.
Correct. Yeah.
And then we had the Scepter, Loki's Scepter, but we also did not know it was housing an Infinity Stone.
Correct.
So once that was,
those are the only two Infinity Stones that were housed by something. The rest were just raw stones out there.
No, because the orb held the Power Stone.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
On Morag.
Oh wait, so that's 3.
Yeah, and then
okay, so 3 of them were housed by
and then
something.
The ether.
Oh no, because then the Time Stone was by the Eye of
Agamotto. Yeah, everything was.
I retract that.
I think everything was, with the exception of the ether, which was in Jane Foster.
Yeah, and then the Soul Stone was in.
Was it
just somewhere? I
Volmir.
don't know where it was. No, but like it came out of.
Oh right, yeah.
So I don't know where the hell it was. In an alternate dimension, maybe.
Possibly, or in that Dominion, like that Vormir Dominion, just like in the pocket reality, just
right.
When you make
like
that
mirror dimension.
Yeah.
Pull it up. Okay, fair enough. All right. Yeah, so that was Volume 1. Let us know what you guys thought about it. How many stones you guys would give it. Let's get into Volume 2. How many stones did you give Volume 2?
5 again, also.
Fine, same. I'm gonna go same.
Yeah,
solid 5
strong stones. Movies, both really good. I think for soundtrack, I'd give both of them a 6 stones.
Oh, absolutely,
without a doubt,
absolutely.
Just banger after banger of classics. To see the just Peter Quill go through the emotions of losing his mom and all of those mixtapes made by his mom and helped him stay closer to him.
Yeah, that's what I loved about the end of Volume 1. He finally opened up the gift because he kind of got closure when he saw his mom when Gamora was saying
reaching out, grab my hand.
Grab my hand
because he did it, and I'm sure that
had to heavy tortured him absolutely.
On his conscience for the rest of his life.
The entire life from that point. Absolutely, that would for me for sure. So yeah, I like that kind of closure, a little bit of closure he got at the end of Volume 1.
Yeah,
I really like that scene, and then that kind of led into Volume 2 where he's playing that whole. That's his new take that he's playing in the ship all the time.
Yeah,
so I thought that was cool. But yeah, I think the soundtracks for these two films are some of the best I've ever heard in a film. Who do you think is responsible for that? Is it James Gunn or is it just a music producer he hires for the movies?
Part of it is James Gunn.
You think part of it is?
Yeah, because a lot of the songs' lyrics play to the story.
You know what I mean? True. Yeah, so absolutely.
You can't not plan that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's somewhat James and then the producer too. Yeah, I think he probably has like final say on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, what is one of my favorite things about Volume 2 is I like the storyline of Yondu, of Peter realizing that Yondu has been his actual dad the whole time.
He might be your dad, but he ain't your daddy.
Yeah, he may be your father. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He may be your father, but he ain't your daddy. Yeah, but I really love that storyline. I thought that was it. Kind of made that ending hit harder.
Yeah.
Which it was sad to see him die, but the way he went out was it was beautiful.
Yeah.
But I like that storyline a lot. I think that was a really, really smart choice from James Gunn to put that in there. And then you got to see that he got that like Viking funeral, the Ravager funeral. That was really
the
nice
horns of.
They said I just watched it too. I can. It was hard to understand Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
When he said it, I'm like the horns of what? But yeah. So I love that storyline, and that ending was another great ending.
Yeah, and I love how even though these guys are savages and like just total thieves of the whole universe, they still have a code of not dealing with children,
like human trafficking kind of deal. Yeah,
and I think that was done on purpose around the time. So in 2017, it came out, and that's when that big I don't want to name the online portal that.
Okay, well, just the organization.
But, there was like rumors of like human trafficking, and when you would purchase certain things, like people were buying like countertops and wardrobe shelving units for like $9,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000.
Yeah,
and they were like coded to supposedly have had. You bought that to purchase a person that was actually inside of it.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so there's a lot of
code for like that cabinet was like this person of this age, and oh wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was dark times back then. It still is dark times, but like
it's still going on.
I'm sure that unfortunately, that's the world we live in and shit like that's happening still. But it was a shout out, I think, to like Disney standing against it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And James Gunn's always been a good activist of just like anything really. Just
he's currently on strike with the writers that just went on strike. They went on strike again. The Writers Guild. They went on strike again, and James Gunn has halted Superman and like any writing for Superman
until this is all figured out.
Yeah, well, he finished the script, but there's always like edits and stuff like that and revisals. But he's halted that in support of the Writers Guild.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's good for him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, it just speaks volumes.
He hasn't made a statement yet, but it's known that he stopped and that
it just speaks volumes to the type of person James Gunn is. He's a great director, a great writer. Woo! Excuse me.
You're on one.
I haven't done one of these in a while.
Yeah, in the episode, I've been proud of you.
But yeah, I mean, I just being able to pull together different personalities, seeing what he did with Suicide Squad, seeing what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy, I don't know. I'm really excited the future of the DC. I think it'd be fun to see everything he's gonna do, and
super excited for Flash coming out, and it's getting crazy good reviews already. Yeah. Like a lot of people are saying it's gonna be really good.
The Snyderverse, or not Snyderverse, the Snyder Cut. That scene alone of him running back, he's like, Barry, you gotta be fast, you gotta be fast in time, and like that whole reversing time.
Oh, in Justice League.
Yeah, that we don't see in the movies, which is how did they not include that?
Wait, in the original Justice League?
Yeah.
It wasn't in there?
Not that version of it.
Yeah, it was more extended. But I think it was a little bit... He did that, right? He went back in time.
But not the way they did it in the Snyder Cut.
Correct. But did they even do that in the regular one?
I forgot how they fixed it.
I think he just got there in time and did it. I don't think he... No, he did go back in time, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was just cut down.
Yeah, something
pretty
like
sure.
That. But I just know it wasn't. The Snyder Cut was so much better than the actual.
It really
movie.
was.
All the things that they left out.
It was crazy long, but it was
such
so
a
good.
way better movie that they could have composed. Like Jack Snyder's original, what's the word I'm looking for? Like his original idea for the movie would have saved DC without a doubt, and that's why James.
That's why I'm glad.
Now.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm glad HBO like we have these different avenues for like projects or like film and TV.
Yeah,
because without HBO, it's not even. Zack Snyder himself said he's like, I don't think I would have been able to put this out.
Yeah, true.
So true. Yeah, because he was doing an interview. I found on HBO Max. They did like an hour-long episode or something. It was an interview with Kevin Smith and Zack Snyder, but it's not just the interview. It's part of the interview's part of it, but it was like getting ready for the red carpet for when they were going to premiere Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh, okay.
So I was watching a little bit of that, and that's what he was saying. That he goes, without HBO, he goes, I don't think I would have been able to come out with this.
Yeah, agreed.
Maybe DVD
years down. Yeah.
Well, no, or DVD.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Some special features,
but yeah,
I'm watered down and what they wanted. Yeah,
right. So I mean, I like that he came out. He was able to come out with it because I agree it was way better than the original. Even Steppenwolf, freaking looked way better.
Oh my God, looked way better.
Yeah,
yeah.
All right, so that was. I think that's all for Volume 2 that I got. You got anything else on?
Yeah, I mean, so the first movie, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, about his mom, his relationship, losing his mom. Number 2, we know it's the relationship with Ego.
About his dad, yeah.
Yeah, about his dad. That's our first introduction to a Celestial. And I spoke about Eternals earlier.
Yeah, can you explain a little bit about that? So he's not the big Celestial that comes out of the planet. Well, what kind of Celestial is he now?
So he took that form. So Ego is a living planet. So he's a Celestial and is as big as those Celestials, but he's a planet. So he's a different form of a Celestial, but he's still a Celestial nonetheless.
Correct.
So he's like, you know how Celestials, there's plants, there's a seed put in a planet, and then that planet gets destroyed, and then they grow from there.
Yeah.
Well, he became that planet, and he now is Ego. So that whole planet that they're on is Ego. And that form that we see him as a human is the form he took to comfort either all the girls that he slept with to create, all
so
his other children.
Travel,
or and also
so that he could reproduce,
right? And also to make him more appealing to
different
to Star-Lord, or to Peter,
okay,
to look as like a father figure for him. So that's not his true form. His true form was the actual planet,
that brain, okay. So that's what I was thinking, that he was that seed, and that he just chose to stay that and grow his own planet from that.
I don't think he chose it. I think it was just some form of mutation that is Celestial, instead of him growing into the big bodied armor,
like a faulty seed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not really. I mean, every Celestial has a purpose.
True.
So his purpose was to expand and grow and turn into different, like, he was looking for the perfect host to be able to hold the Celestial gene and whatever other gene it was to create something new.
Right.
Which is what Peter was. So his whole purpose is that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that it was intended to be like that. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. Alrighty. So then let's talk about. Well, I don't have anything there. Let's talk about Volume 3, and let's give our
other movies that.
Oh yeah.
So actually, we got Infinity War. That came out in 2018. 2019, we got Endgame. And then we didn't see them for a little bit. And then 2022, well, I think that's mostly due to like COVID.
Probably, yeah.
But 2022, Love and Thunder, that came out. And then the holiday special, which was the big nugget we got, that Mantis is actually his sister.
Yeah.
She was the offspring of, one of the surviving offsprings of Ego, his father.
I think the reason he didn't kill her like the other siblings was because of what she could do for him.
Correct.
She could like put him to sleep and ease his emotions.
Yeah, total sleep. That's what he used her for.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And a successful version that didn't die and explode.
What do you mean?
Well, she seemed to have survived, but you remember how he like put the power through.
Is that how they died? They would explode from that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I thought he would kill them if they couldn't harness it.
No, they would die because they couldn't harness it.
I could have sworn that he said that when we saw all the bones, he's like that he killed them, or was that how he killed them? Because
they exploded. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they just weren't suited.
I always understood it as he killed them because they couldn't harness it.
Oh,
that's how I took it. That's how I understood it.
I mean, they're all experiments, failed experiments.
Correct.
Is what they were. So
Peter was the first one that could do it.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if maybe. Remember, last time we talked about Guardians, when like the first couple trailers came out, we talked about the Celestial Madonna. That was, remember I told you that Mantis gets this like super, super powerful form, and she becomes extremely powerful, and she's deemed as the Celestial Madonna.
I think I vaguely do remember that.
I wonder if they're going to tie any of that. I wonder if she survived those experiments, because we don't know if she was or wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was actively looking to find somebody that could. But also Mantis's powers have grown since when she was just used to just do
since Volume 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easily. Yeah. She could just put people right to sleep. She was able to slow down Thanos, temporarily.
I thought that was always her ability since
Volume 2. But they're getting, as you use them more, they get stronger.
Enough, yeah.
But so I wonder if she went through some of that testing that Ego put everyone else through and survived it, and that's why he kept her, because she was one of the surviving.
I just saw it as he didn't even probably try that because of what she could do for him. I thought he saw that and was like, I'll just keep you for this. I'll keep searching. Yeah. But we got to see how kind of badass she is in the holiday special.
Yeah.
When she took out all those cops. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, man, this is badass.
I mean, in the comics, she was classically trained in some type of, cosmic martial arts, and she's a skilled fighter.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think the jumping from wall to wall and like being able to climb things and mount walls, that she was like almost like Spider-Man, was odd, new, but it's still pretty cool. Pretty cool nonetheless.
Yep. And then I think that's everything they've been in, right?
Well, there's the I Am Groot miniseries, which is pretty cute.
That was cute. Yeah.
It was really cute, very entertaining.
My favorite thing is they parted a leaf.
Oh,
that was really funny.
I think my favorite one was when he would go in that mud pit and just like all the leaves.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, that was really cute.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked that out, it's a nice, like, especially if you have kids, check that out. It's nice little, it's a cute little
pastime
series. Yeah, a little
keep them occupied before dinner, trying to finish up dinner or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah. All right, and then anything else that?
So, what did you rate the holiday special? So it's the entire thing's about them. So
I'd give it 4 stones.
4 stones?
Yeah. Okay. I think it's solid 4 stones.
I give it 5 again. I think
really?
I think it was a good show. It was Guardians. We hadn't seen them since 2019 as their own entity. So we're looking at.
I think if it didn't have the whole music aspect to it, I would have given it 5. But that was just, it kind of lost me a little bit. I was just like, ugh, I guess.
You
Kevin
just
Bacon singing and.
You just don't like musicals at all, huh?
I wouldn't say at all, because I like Cry Baby and I like Grease. I like some musicals, but not. I usually don't really watch them.
Okay.
It kind of throws me. Like when I found out, when we went to go take our niece to go see Frozen when it came out, and I didn't realize it was a musical, and it started, I was like, oh damn it, I gotta sit through songs. It wound up being a good movie, but I was just like, ugh. But
I guess.
Yeah.
What about their appearance in like Thor: Love and Thunder?
It was really short lived. I thought they were gonna be in there way more.
Oh,
but it was just the intro, the beginning of the movie. I thought they were gonna be around for at least like the first half, because they kind of alluded to that at the end of Endgame.
They're going on this new journey or whatever.
Right. He's like, I got to ride. But yeah, I would have liked to see them in a little bit more, a little bit longer. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, I agreed. Short-lived for Thor: Love and Thunder. Mm-hmm. I loved the holiday special. I thought it was dope.
I liked it too, and I like the scene at the end when she finally tells him. I love that scene. I thought it was a really powerful scene, really emotional. I loved it. I got a little misty-eyed watching that. Like, it was awesome. But yeah, I don't know. Just Force Stones for me. Didn't really do much for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, obviously, Infinity War, Endgame, pivotal situations happening.
Yeah.
You know, the battle on Titan, Thanos. They could have stopped Thanos, and Peter fucking lost his.
So I watched, I read something. James Gunn says he didn't like how they wrote Star-Lord in Infinity Game. Infinity War. He said that he wouldn't have done it that way. He wouldn't have wrote it like that. That Peter hitting Thanos and like losing his shit at that part. He said he didn't really like it.
I didn't like it either.
Yeah, because I don't know. I don't blame him.
Right.
I still blame Mantis, and I always will. It's like she could have just kept her mouth shut, and then nobody would have got snapped away. But I want to know why the hell was it so hard to take off that damn gauntlet? Was he still trying, like, holding on a little bit?
He had his fingers open, I'm sure, and he was like holding it.
So Mantis was just like kind of dampening his strength a little bit. Okay, because I'm like, I mean,
we saw him in the beginning of the movie just wreck Hulk. You think he can really you can just easily slide a gauntlet off his hand?
But here's two things that could have happened. One, Iron Man could have brought that like nano blade out and just sliced that arm off. Yeah. Why does he need the hand? Why do you need just the glove? Take his damn hand off. Number two, which Doctor Strange could have defeated Thanos by himself. I saw a little like CGI thing about it, a little video of like ways to defeat Thanos. He could have just opened up that portal and then closed it on his hand.
He could have,
like Wong did with in the park with one of his Black Order. Was that big dude? The big guy.
Yeah.
Remember Wong cut his hand off?
Yeah, he could
have did that. So I don't know, but I get it for the story purposes. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, in other realities, that probably did happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I think it was a lie that Stephen Strange said that in only one universe they won, because clearly in
I think that was more of a motivational thing. I hardly doubt only one out of, what was it,
17 million?
14 million?
Yeah, 14 million fucking.
One? Only one?
Yeah. Well, we saw in E28 that they defeated Thanos. So that was already proven a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Illuminati did it themselves. And it looked like only Doctor Strange kind of like took him on his own, because no one else seemed dirty or like battle tested or anything. Like, if you look at Black Bolt, you look at Captain Marvel, you look at...
they don't look like they've...
battle tested at all.
Yeah, that's true. Or maybe they just dodged everything. I don't
know. No, because Stephen Strange looked like wreck. He's all bloody. His hair's messed up. Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, so maybe that's maybe in that universe or that multiverse he did beat him by himself. I can see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, we know Wanda almost soloed his ass. So
she would have had he not rained fire on her.
Yeah. He would have been dead. That's it. And the story.
She killed the whole Illuminati. I'm pretty sure Thanos she could take.
Yeah.
No. So, I don't know. I think. What were we talking about? Volume 3?
Yeah. Well, predictions. We're just talking about how we felt about all the other movies, and their roles in it.
So you still think people are dying in Volume 3?
Yeah, they have to. Well, Bautista's.
I think it's Drax and Rocket. It'd be crazy.
I think James Gunn's brother would die too.
Kraglin?
Kraglin, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think he'd kill off his brother?
Yeah, it's kind of a theme that he does. He kills off his brother.
When did he kill him off?
Wasn't he the dude in Suicide Squad?
The Weasel?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he survived. He didn't kill him off.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Remember he like coughed up the water and then ran off like.
Yeah.
This shit was funny.
I think he'll die because he's no longer going to be in any of these movies anymore.
Yeah, he's going to be in the DC movies now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think if it's gonna be more than one person, I think it's gonna be Drax and Rocket. If it's just one, what did I say last time? Drax, right?
Yeah, I think you said that. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's like a toss up between. I think it's a toss up between Rocket and Drax, but that scene of Peter like screaming, like crying, for me it makes most sense that it's Mantis because that's the last family he has.
Yeah.
So I think that, but who's to say she's dying? Maybe he just thinks she's gonna die.
True. I mean, we see him being carried.
Yeah, well, he's just knocked out.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
So we'll see. I don't know. I don't really know what that's gonna happen. How they're gonna do it.
Like I said, it'd be crazy curveball if Peter dies.
I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, what more story does he have to be told?
Well, we know that this is the end of the Guardians franchise, at least with these Guardians.
Right.
Yeah, we know James Gunn's not gonna. I doubt they'll have any other director do
a Guardians. No, I don't think so.
Do you think James Gunn to come back to direct if they ask him?
I don't think so.
Because he's gonna be too busy with DC, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this would be way too hard. Yeah. Way too hard. I mean, Secret Wars, Infinity War, Secret Wars, and King Dynasty. Well, if it's called King Dynasty anymore.
I think it'll still be King Dynasty, but it's just a different
recasted.
Yeah.
So sad. Mm-hmm. Well, we won't know till May. That's when the court date is.
Well, we're in May.
Yeah. So
the end of May or when?
I don't know. I just know it's in May.
Okay.
Hopefully, it just all gets fucking dropped.
I saw something that said that he has video proof that he didn't do anything. So
I hope.
We shall see.
Yeah.
And what else do you think is gonna happen?
You think they'll tie anything into the multiverse? I don't see them doing it here.
I doubt it because, like we said, it's gonna be ending the franchise. So I think they're gonna close everything off for them.
Yeah.
At least for now.
You think it'll have any tie-in to anything else? Or because it's just a send-off, no?
I think so because it's a send-off, I don't think they will.
What about end credit scenes?
End credit scenes might be for a different project. Okay. That's like close to them maybe, or I don't know, what else do we got?
Do you think we'll see any of the Eternals?
Maybe that.
Like
that'll
Thanos'
probably be
brother, Henry Styles' character. You think he'll come back at some point?
Maybe that's a good end credit scene. Or I mean, what's the next project that we got
for DC? No, I mean, for Marvel.
For Marvel, yeah. Besides Spider-Verse,
nothing till the end of the year.
Marvels.
The Marvels. Yeah.
Maybe it's a post credit scene for that.
Yeah, they are in cosmic space, and maybe what they do in this movie can be why they have this like entanglement situation happening.
What do you mean?
Well, whatever they're dealing with
Warlock? Or what are you talking about? Adam Warlock?
Well, yeah, they're fighting him and the High Evolutionary.
Right.
So the High Evolutionary is known for... So, those that don't know who High Evolutionary is, his name is Herbert Wyndham. He's a British scientist that created this machine that fast forwards genetic enhancement.
Mm-hmm. The evolution.
Oh yeah, genetic and evolution.
Mm-hmm.
So he is able to. That's when he creates his like humanoid, Earth, like alternate Earth or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's what we see in the in the trailer.
Right.
And then he genetically modifies himself. He doesn't necessarily look so much like the comics. He looks he's more androidish in the comics. Here you can see his face, but it's like pulled back, and like the back of his head is like still like robotic or whatever.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We do see him like floating and levitating, so that's interesting. Mm-hmm. Hopefully. But maybe his test and like manipulation of like evolution has something to do with like the quantum realm or something like that.
Or maybe it just gets the attention of what's the Saber. Maybe it gets Saber's attention because now they're in space and stuff like that.
True.
So that's a way to tie in the Marvels. After they deal with whatever they're dealing with,
Secret Invasion. That's the other thing coming out this year too. In June.
Oh, right. Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's right. Okay. That's the one.
And then Loki.
Which we don't have a release date for, but it's at the end, sometime this year.
This summer.
Yeah. Right. That's what they say. So, they took away the date because it was supposed to be like July, I think. And then they pushed it over to a little bit later. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. Everything cool?
Yeah. Producer texted me. I don't know what she didn't just say. Yondu did his own whistling in the movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like it. It sounds like he's actually doing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I would imagine.
But I like one of my favorite parts of that the second one. That's my favorite line in the movie. We'll probably put that in the bracket. The first volume 1 when he's in that pawn shop or whatever it is.
Yeah.
When he goes, blah, 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 blah,
oh yeah,
when he's and then you see Kraglin in the back laughing. That's part of the bloopers, and then James Gunn just left it.
Just left it.
Yeah, because he could. I guess if I was Kraglin or James Gunn's brother, what's his actual name? I keep forgetting his name.
Something Gunn.
Yeah, something Gunn. Brother Gunn. No, but if I were him,
the other Gunn.
Yeah. If I was him, I would not be able to keep a straight face any take. I'd be cracking up every time. You would see me in the back, like just trying to hold it hard as but yeah. So they kept it because you could see at the end he goes. But
I never noticed that.
That's one of my favorite scenes of that movie. Is it? That shit's hilarious. So yeah, he did his own whistling. That's a badass weapon. That whistling.
Hell yeah.
Arrow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's a sick weapon.
When he takes out all those troops on the ground, when we're supposed to like go into the
which I'm like, how is nobody firing at him while he's doing that? But I guess it's happening that quick.
Well, he takes out the general first, and he's the one that says fire.
Oh, so right.
They're all just soldiers following orders.
Yeah.
And no orders were given because he took out the general first.
Got it.
Because he's like, Yondu. He's like, surrender now.
Yeah.
And he takes him out first. And they're like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And then he took out his whole, the Ravagers that betrayed him.
Yeah.
And in the second one, which I like that Mohawk fin.
No, yeah.
That shit looks
that was a prototype. It wasn't a finished version.
Right.
Of it,
but it worked enough for him to do it, and then Kraglin took over with it.
True.
It has to be finished, maybe.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, though.
It looks dope. I love it. I would love to get that like cosplay thing on there. Man, that'd be awesome. All right. Anything else for Volume 3 that you got?
No, I hope they do a good solid send off. I think as of late they've done a really good job, like with the passing of Chadwick and that send off, ending that. They didn't end the Black Panther saga, but they ended
his
Chadwick's chapter in it, and they did a really good send off for that. How Endgame ended, Morgan Stark, wanting cheeseburgers, and your dad loved cheeseburgers. It's just like the whole funeral.
Marvel has been doing a really good job in closing off stories, which I love.
The only person they didn't, I don't think they did enough for her, was Black Widow. I think they should have done more.
In what way?
In Endgame, when she actually died.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And at the end, we see the end credit.
Well, I think that's because they were still in the middle of trying to get everybody back and then fighting Thanos and all that. So
yeah,
I think didn't have time to until because we never see her get a funeral or anything.
No,
like Tony, which is kind of messed up.
Yeah, and then she has at the end credit scene of Black Widow, Yelena's at her grave and she whistles.
Yeah.
So
I would have loved to have heard like another whistle and be like, "What the?"
Well.
She's not dead.
Yeah. Like her spirit.
Or something like that. Yeah. But no, but I like the way that they close it. I don't know. I think I'm okay with the way that they close their story off, but I agree they could have done a little bit more to close it off.
She also said that she's done doing Marvel movies, so
Scarlett Johansson, yeah, she's like there's nothing else for her story to.
I mean, there's plenty of Scarlett. I mean, she's
the multiverse. We're in the multiverse, so there's plenty of opportunity for her too. But I agree with her. There's no reason for her to keep doing it. It's just like Tony Stark, like Robert Downey. I'm good if he doesn't come back.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only thing I would want to see him in is the AI in Ironheart, like the comics. But I don't know if they're gonna go that route.
I don't think so.
There's been so many rumors that he's going to be in Secret Wars and Iron Wars or
Armor Wars.
Armor Wars.
Yeah.
But I'm happy if he doesn't. I think the way they close off his story is perfect. Just leave him alone.
I agree. I think the only person that they left like open ended is Captain America, because they made comments about him in Winter Soldier and
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Isn't he on the moon? Yeah.
Yeah. And they never ever brought it back up again. I'm like, what the fuck?
I still think. Like a lot of people have been wanting them to do a Disney Plus series about him putting the stones back.
I would love that. They definitely need to. Yeah. I really want that. I only want to watch it for the sole purpose of seeing him and Red Skull interact again and seeing why.
I want to see him when he decides once he's done putting them all back and he goes back to Peggy. That's what I want.
Well, yeah, they'll have to show that part.
That's the main thing I want to see.
Well, Red Skull comes back in the comics a couple times, so I think him returning the Soul Stone maybe freed Red Skull.
But I thought he's tied to Vormir.
Yeah, but no one's returned the Soul Stone before, so they can write it differently, and where he'd come back and he'd be a villain for this Captain America.
You don't think him being on that planet has changed him?
Yeah.
So that way he wouldn't be a villain anymore?
No, it'd make him stronger. It'd make him hate people more because he seeked power and he got stuck there because he couldn't have the power. Now he might be altered and be able to harness the power.
I don't know. I kind of got the feeling from Infinity War and Endgame that he's more like calm and he's, I don't know, at a better place. Think so? His mindset.
Nah.
I didn't get that villainous aspect from him.
He's stuck there. What else is he gonna do?
He could still be real, I don't know, pissed off at
I don't see him having a change of heart.
You don't?
Nah.
I mean, it's a good point. If you see him in Cap, the
Would
Winter
you
Soldier.
accept him?
I mean, not Winter Soldier, the first Avenger.
Would you accept him as being a changed soul?
No, it'd be
Red Skull. Yeah. A red skull.
Yeah, it'd be pretty boring.
Are you sure? Are you positive you're trying to be good now?
Yeah, it'd be a pretty boring Red Skull.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. All right, anything else?
I'm excited to see the origin of Rocket. Seeing that little clip that James Gunn released of him and Lila and Floor and what was the other? Teeth. Yeah, Teeth. Funny ass fucking names.
Which Lila is voiced by I think her name is Linda Chevalier, something like that.
Yeah,
something. But she's Hawkeye's wife.
Yeah, Hawkeye's wife, Lila. And she's Velma. She's in Freaks and Geeks. She's in a lot of movies. She's a well-known actress. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking for. I hope to see them show how he meets Groot.
Yeah,
I hope to see that.
I hope so too.
I hope they show that.
I hope so too.
That'd be cool. I don't know.
You think Groot will hang around? I don't think Groot's gonna die. Clearly, he can't. He just kind of regenerates.
Well, if he's potted,
yeah,
that we know, or I think he will. Even if Rocket dies, I think.
So if this ends, sorry, if this ends the Guardians of the Galaxy's, reign in the MCU, what characters can carry over into other movies?
Well, like Groot for one, and then I guess we can't answer that yet. I think we gotta wait till we see the movie, and then we can answer because we don't know who's sticking around or who dies and that.
Okay. Do you think
Star-Lord I think can go anywhere really because he's half Terran, so I think he can stick.
Who do you think's we're gonna get a cameo from?
I don't know. Maybe Captain Marvel.
I hope they allude to some type of fucking mutants.
You've been wanting that so long.
Stop playing. Or Fantastic Four. One or the other.
You don't think Fantastic Four is too far off from now? Because when is Fantastic Four coming out?
Next year.
Is it already?
Or 2 years from now. I think it's 2025.
Yeah, I think it's 2025. So I don't know. I think it's too early.
Yeah. Well, why are they rushing to have cast?
Well, because production takes a year or two.
Yeah, I mean,
especially with Fantastic Four and all the CGI involved.
Yeah, they might make a joke or like a nod to them. I think
like a little Easter egg right now.
Mm-hmm.
That I could see.
Yeah, just like a 4 and like a suit or something, you know.
Yeah, I think this Guardians franchise, this trilogy is probably going to be my second favorite trilogy.
What is your first?
First is Captain.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, okay, cool.
No, I wouldn't say second because I like Cap. I like the Iron Man trilogy. Spider-Man trilogy was awesome.
Yeah.
So maybe like my fourth favorite trilogy.
For nostalgia, yeah. I mean, like the the Iron Man one, you have to respect it for what it did for the MCU, but it's definitely not the strongest.
Well, plus it's my favorite superhero. So, yeah. But as far as like the fan base or the MCU fan base, it's probably going to be like they're probably going to rank it the second best one, just because of how the reviews it's getting and everything. Yeah. So it's probably
these hopefully with this third one, this would be the first franchise that didn't have or the first like trilogy that didn't have like a flop at all. Like their Captain America First Avenger was good, but by far no means like anywhere near as good as 1 and 2 for Guardians.
You don't think so?
It was good. It was really good. Yeah, but I wouldn't give it like it's not that complex of a story. It's just not. It's not that, it's just the soundtrack and so many different working parts to it. It's just not that.
Yeah, I guess it's a good point.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But Winter Soldier and Civil War made up hardcore for all of that. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah. So you're talking about like consistency between the trilogy. Yeah, for sure.
I think this is the strongest consistent.
Yeah.
And I think this is also the only trilogy that had the same director all 3 movies.
True. Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Because Winter Soldier and
the Russo brothers didn't direct.
Not the first one. No,
that was Joss Whedon, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're right about that. So, and I think that has to deal with why it's so consistent, and why it's so good. It's because James Gunn was behind it. So,
and he had a plan to tell it in 3 parts. That's why he stuck to the volumes, because it was meant to be a 3-part story.
Right. He said the only reason he even came back for the trilogy was because he wanted to tell Rocket's story. He wanted to tell Rocket's story.
Yeah.
He said that Rocket's been like the secret protagonist
of all 3 of them.
Of all 3, yeah.
That's good. And I like that. Like that just excites me more for what the future of the DC universe is going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Russo brothers. As much as I love Winter Soldier and as much as I love Civil War, each of them were their own stories.
Yeah.
Versus these are all their own stories, but they're interwoven, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Regardless of them being their individual stories.
Yeah.
Versus Infinity War. I mean, not Infinity War. Civil War and Winter Soldier had minimal connections to each other.
That
outside of it being a Captain America movie,
right? Yeah, I think the only thing tying them together was Bucky.
Yeah,
really.
Trying to save his best friend.
Right, and the second one was him just realizing his best friend's still alive, and then all right, that's a good point. It didn't really tie in too much. That was really the only thing connecting
because they came out in different phases.
True,
and so did Guardians, but I mean, this one, Guardians 1 and 2 came out in the same phase, in phase 3, right before Infinity War.
1 and 2? Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm,
They came out.
It was the beginning and the end. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So.
If you look at the trilogy, like storyline wise, each one is connected.
Yeah.
And you can't really say that for any other.
Yeah. So this one, the first one told the story of Peter's mom. The second one told the story of Peter's dad. This one's going to tell, in my theory, telling the story of Peter's family.
You mean like his sister? Like Mantis?
Everybody. Well, I mean, the Guardians are his family.
Oh, correct, yeah. I think this one's going to be more about Rocket's story.
It will. Oh, absolutely. But, like, all of them have that theme that all tie into Peter being originally the main one, but secretly, Rocket always being the main protagonist.
Right. Okay. Well,
no matter how you look at it, like, they're all interwoven with each other. And,
they are.
And they're not, as much as they're separate stories, they're all connected, which is, you can't say that about any other trilogy.
Yeah, I think the only other trilogy that comes close to it is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But not as strong as Guardians.
No. For sure. Because, I mean, the first one is like before him becoming a hero. And the second one is him a hero, but like living in the shadow of Tony. And then the third one is everything just got fucked up with the universe exploding.
And him really like coming into his own, especially losing Aunt May and stuff like that. Why do you think we never got to see anything about Uncle Ben in this one?
I don't know. It's just a different universe, maybe. That's why.
But he's still not there.
He exists.
But he's no.
Yeah.
In the MCU?
Yeah, but they haven't showed him dying.
Correct. Well, he existed.
Yeah.
But he's not alive at the current time, is he?
No, he's dead.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. But why do you think they never touched on that? Because it's already been told so many times?
Yeah. They didn't want to kill off another Uncle Ben.
I mean, that's Uncle Ben's story, though.
Yeah.
Is that he dies. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
I think that covers everything. We're excited about it.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, I'm sure you guys are too. With all the reviews we're getting, everybody's hyped about it. This is probably gonna. Yeah, I agree that it's probably gonna be. Or I have my expectations set to it being up there with like Endgame and No Way Home and all that. I think it's gonna be up there.
Okay.
I'm excited for it. I hope it is.
All right.
I know you're gonna be bawling your eyes out.
Yeah. It is what it is. That's why you guys are sitting a row behind me. So.
Exactly.
You guys can't see me cry. I'll be like,
you're gonna be walking out of the theater. It was dusty in there. Allergies.
Hey, I mean, Sandy said she was gonna bring me some tissue.
I know, right?
So that's cool. I'm with it.
I like I said, I can't say it enough. I'm really excited about this film.
Agreed.
I think it's gonna be. I'm pumped for tomorrow. I feel like just going to sleep now so I can wake up tomorrow.
That's not
just sleep all day.
Yeah.
No, I just sleep all day until tomorrow.
Bro, you'll wake up at like 1 a.m. and then you're gonna be tired and fall asleep in the movie.
No, I'll be all right. No, but yeah. So let us know how you guys think it's gonna be, or when you guys are gonna go see it.
Give us your guys' stone rankings too for all the different Guardians of the Galaxy shows or movies that have came out.
Yeah, we'd love to know what you guys think. I think that's it. So we're gonna be at the premiere tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll do some Instagram posts on that, like we usually do, and then next week we'll do the review of it. So try to see it this weekend, guys.
Yeah.
So you can keep up with us.
Next coming projects, we got Mario coming up. We'll be talking about.
Yeah, do a little maybe a little segment on Mario. On
May there's like a little bit of a lull, but June, man, it's gonna high gear. There's a lot of movies coming out. Finally convinced this guy to get on the A-list.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. We have The Flash, Transformers, Spider-Verse coming out in June,
and then it's Pride Month.
So we're gonna Pride Month. So we're gonna do a Pride episode. So stay tuned for that. So we're gonna have a lot of content for you guys in June. So keep an eye out for that. All right, I think that's gonna do it for us today. Thank you guys again for joining us, and as always, Kika, I'm with you
to the end of the line.
Thanks, guys.